Alright, so we're back. So, chat. How are we feeling about that finale? That finale was lit. Alright. Alright, so now I guess I'll hold up. Alright, because I'm not close. Alright, we're gonna be doing a tier list as well today. Follow me, y'all know how much I love doing my tier list. Trying to get my settings right. Alright, so we got a whole game permit and we got a tier list happening. So here's the plan. I really want to go ahead and go for it. I really want to do the tier list first. So if y'all give me a second to find it. Yes, we're doing whole game permit. We're doing a tier list. So alright, got it. Alright, chat, so here is the definitive tier list that I found. So, like, I am sorry. Hold on a minute, I just gotta know what red means. Alright, there we go. Okay, I fixed it. Now, I don't know how this works, but from what I can get from tier lists and stuff like that, and also on top of that, since we are actually going live with this, I want to do a tier list for it. Now, a lot of you guys are going to be upset with where I'm going to put certain episodes. But we're going to be doing that later. Because you might want to go ahead and play Permadeath. We want to do a new game. It's all hard. Permadeath. Yeah, I want to proceed. Going in permanent on hard. Let's go. Now, chat, I can only play like an hour today, so we probably might not even get to day 1 today. So I can only play for an hour today. And after that, we're gonna do the tier list. Actually, you know what? Nah, we'll do that tomorrow, honestly. Hold up. I don't know. I feel like I want to do it tomorrow. I want to play some art. And then we'll do the tier list. That sounds fair to me. Alrighty. I think it's 3 lines, right? I mean, honestly, I really don't know what I'm doing. Are you gonna play RE4? Nah, I probably may just end up watching a playthrough of it. I love RE4, but I will never play the game. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go ahead and do the tier list. I don't know why. I just want to do a tier list, bro. I just want to do a tier list. I woke up early as fuck. Let's do the tier list, bro. Let's do the tier list. I don't know why. I don't remember what the fuck. Hold on. I'll be back. Alright, so. We should be okay right now, right? Can everybody hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay. Now, I know this live stream's probably gonna be all over the place. But we're actually gonna go ahead and go over a tier list about about the episode and stuff like that. So if I put your favorite episode or like any episode, you know, in a certain place. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Like everything's up for opinion. So like it's just my opinion. So for anybody who comes at me with pitchforks and stuff like that, it is my opinion. Okay, I respect your opinion. I have nothing against it. Okay, so for starters, we're gonna go ahead and start doing this tier list. All right, so it goes from rating from 1 to 9. 1 being I only do stuff with S tier and stuff like that, so like it's kind of like up in the air. Now S tier is 1 through 2. You have 5, you have 8, and you have 9. I'm gonna assume that 1 through 2 is S tier, and then so on and so forth. This is my first time ever done a tier list live, so yeah. Okay, so episode 1. What can I say? Episode 1 was a masterpiece. I like the way that Sarah was introduced. I liked how we got some more like insight on her. Like insight on what life was like before everything went, and everything started with the cordyceps and everything. Like I like going behind. I like the idea that they went and covered that. So like and on top of that, oh my god, the game references, the oh my gosh, yeah, it was such a good episode. Like I like the way that Ellie and Joel meet. The way that Tess was introduced, as well as the way that Pedro Pascal played Joel in that episode. Like we're talking like episode 1, amazing episode, going up here in S tier, going up here in 1 through 2. Now, episode 2. We all know how I felt about episode 2 after seeing the stalker and that scene. And the clicker, seeing the clicker for the first time. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good. It was pretty good seeing the clicker, for the first time and everything like that. And again, man, this is based off of my opinion, so like, don't judge me. Now, when it came to the clickers and making the clickers, we saw what they looked like, and they looked good. The clickers looked really good. They looked like they looked good, bro. So I would have to say, along with that, there's a whole bunch of stuff that was wrong with that. Now, with the test scene, I was a little bit iffy, and the main question that I still have is why so we have infected that are now trying to kiss. Yeah. Now I do like the changes they did for the fact that they made I do like the change that they made. Instead of it being the soldiers in the game, it was infected running and not soldiers that were coming to the capital. I like that a lot. So like, as well as for the fact that we got a lot more information on the fact that the infected can hear anything from like miles away and just instantly just converge. So I like that a lot. But like with the clicker scene and with the way that Tess went out, the clicker scene, I love the clicker scene in this episode. I love the clicker scene in that. I love the clicker scene in this episode. So, in my opinion, the only thing that they talk about for episode 2 is the clicker scene. From what I've heard, that is going. Would I love to see the clickers more? Yes. So this is going to be at a 5-6. Now this episode. Now we're at episode 3. Now obviously this episode, and a lot of people are probably gonna dislike. Oh, a lot of people will dislike their Now this episode is now this episode has a controversial type of thing to it. This has like a crazy controversial thing to it. Now I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. So like to me, like I really don't mind it. Now, this episode we got introduced to Frank, which was who was in the game, and we all know what happened to him in the game. It was good to see him, yes. It was great to see Bill. It was great to see, it was great to see Bill and stuff like that. And and this coming from me because, when you start to watch the episode, it was cool to see Frank. And after that, you're watching I was watching the episode, that was the episode. Keep in mind, chat. This is the episode that Neil told us to take off our gamer hat, right? Like our gamer hat for this episode. So I wouldn't mind taking off. I didn't mind taking off my gamer hat for this one. Like a lot of us took off our gamer hats, and and I know that before anybody says anything, before anybody tries to cancel me, this is my opinion. It's a tier list, so do not come at me. Do not try to do anything to me. This is a tier list, about what I feel was about, which episodes I feel were the best. So, all in all, in this episode, they killed Bill leading up to that. Frank died. Bill also died. That does not happen and I'm not saying that I want to stick closely to the game, but I like taking off my gamer hat for that episode up until they killed Bill. Like, Joel and Ellie did not get a chance to meet Bill. We didn't get a chance to see, that banter. We didn't get a chance to see, the high school at all. We didn't get a chance to see Joel going through. It was also really good to see that Joel also met Bill before this, so it was really good to see that. Now, would I place the episode an S? Maybe, if there was, personally, y'all already know how I feel. Y'all already know how I feel, I'm not personally. But y'all know how I feel. I felt like the episode needed flashbacks. I'm not saying that was a bad thing. I'm just saying, I would prefer to have seen flashbacks and, them and, Bill helping Joel and Ellie find the truck instead of the truck already be there and everything like that. That episode to me was... It was meh to me. So I'm going to go ahead and put this episode at a... think real quick. It was good to see Frank. Yeah, it was good to see Frank. It was really good to see Frank. But I put it at my top 3, top 4. Maybe if we had flashbacks, I would. I'm not trying to say that, but if we had flashbacks, I would. So for anybody come to me and say we're for flashbacks, I think that we needed those flashbacks, but I would have preferred Ellie and Joel going after the car and Bill helping them. In my opinion, them going to the high school and actually fighting infected. I know that may sound like a weird thing, but the thing is, I gotta find the right words for this too. When you take away Bill, who is the most equipped person that is fit for that world, you stripped him down, and then not to mention you just have him get killed off. I'm sorry, I did not like that episode at all. I did not like that episode at all. For the fact that they killed Bill off, I know it's a controversial episode. Would I have loved to see flashbacks? Yes. Would I have loved to see flashbacks and everything? Yes. I would have loved to see flashbacks. I would have loved to see them going for the car and stuff like that. Now, we all know where this episode's gonna go. Okay, so we get introduced to, I believe her name is Kathleen, leader of the Hunters. We also get the introduction to Henry and Sam in episode 4. You guys know what I'm talking about. We also get the infamous car scene where Joel says, "Man, he's not even hurt." So that episode was late. We see him fighting off Hunters. We see Bella, aka our girl Ellie, get her first, quote unquote first kill technically. Now I like that a lot. I'm not gonna lie, Melanie Linsky playing the leader of the Hunters and seeing the voice actor for Tommy play someone in the show, and the fact that Henry was actually involved in killing Kathleen's brother to save Sam, could not ask for a better episode. Could not ask for a better episode. It was probably the best episode. So I'm gonna put this up here in the 1 through 2 category. Now, once again, this is my opinion. So, like, you gotta keep in mind, my opinion. Ooh, this episode, okay. Now, in this episode, like, leading up to that cliffhanger, you guys already know that Henry and Sam meet Joel and Ellie, and it's reversed towards the end of episode 4. Not to mention, you have more insight on Kathleen and why she wants to go get Henry and why everything wants to go the way that it did. Now, the effect of this episode was crazy, along with hearing a bloater in that episode. And not to mention, give me back, man, my share factory is not working, and I'm punching. Yo, what's good, Bat? What's going on with share factory right now? No, would I like to watch the episode again? More than likely. Now, would I say the episode was a W? Yes. It wasn't starting, but I fixed it. W's. Now, would I love to put this episode up in S tier? Yes. Now, what I love to is spend some more time, say, if Henry didn't do what he did and they went to Wyoming, Joel, no, not Joel. Yeah, Joel could have had, another version of himself, quote unquote, another version technically. And, Ellie could have had, probably, Ellie could have probably had, a brother, so this is going in that's going in the, I don't want to put everything in S though, like that's the thing. The effect of that episode was lit, so like that's probably like my top favorite. Episode 4 and 5 are at the top automatically for me. By the way, but how have you been? Now, this episode we meet Tommy, we meet Maria. We see everything that's going on. We get that infamous "you don't know what lost this" scene. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We get that legendary scene. We also get introduced to the cannibals. We also get the university and all that. We also get the university. You also get to see Joel stabbed. You also get to see that whole entire conversation with Joel and Tommy go down, which was beautiful, by the way. Make sure you guys like the stream. And we get to meet Shimmer also, which for those who don't know, Tilu 2 reference right there. Now, is that episode pretty good? We got the stab scene, but for now I'm gonna put this episode at a 3. It was good to see Tommy though. Now, episode 7, the Left Behind DLC. The most origin story of the game. Now, Riley as a character, pretty good. Riley as a character is amazing. She was introduced in the comics, for those who don't know. And we got more stuff. We got more information on Ellie and how she was how she was bitten and how she's in turn. And now would I love to see more of Riley? Yes, I would. It's sad it had to go out like that, Now, anything logically. They gave us a DLC. We got a chance. They started playing Take On Me. That episode was really close to the game. I'm not trying to bring up the game or anything like that here. but it was really close to the game, and I really do think that this episode is at a 3. So yeah, we're gonna keep that at a 3. Make sure you guys like the stream. We're gonna be playing Permadeath the whole game soon. Now, this episode. Okay, so we get introduced to David, cannibals. Not to mention we got Troy Baker playing James. Now, I feel like, in my opinion, this David was way. We got more lore on David that we did not know about. We got more stuff on the fact that they were in the Pittsburgh QZ, which was a little nod to the game because, as you guys know, Henry and Sam are from Pittsburgh in the game. And I feel like that episode deserved a lot because we got to see Troy, we got to see, David, and Bella Ramsey proved herself as Ellie in this episode. It was probably, if not the most insane episode that was amazing for me, in my opinion. So, like, I feel like, on top of that to mention, I feel like the David in the show was way more scary than the one in the game. And on top of that to mention, everything in the episode was played perfectly. Bella Ramsey acted her ass off. So, like, there's nothing that I can say. This episode is in 1 through 2. Now, the finale. Y'all know how I feel about the finale. Finale was really great. We got that infamous scene. As a matter of fact, I got something I gotta show you guys right after. I got something I gotta show you guys that I saw in the show that I saw, because I saw it this morning, so I gotta show you guys that too. Alright, episode 9. The most infamous episode ever, where Joel makes the rational decision to go through the hospital and get Ellie out of the hospital and goes on a spree. Now, for those who don't know what the infamous scene I'm talking about is, if you guys are watching the show for the first time, there's an infamous scene in the show. For those of you guys who don't know, that actually is probably the most insane make or break moment of the show. We're also going to get interviews and stuff like that as well. So, like, before you guys say anything, yes, we are getting into interviews and stuff like that. Now, we're actually going to be going over that infamous scene, that hospital scene, which was probably, if not the most insane thing in the show. Like, he went through and just... And on top of that, not to mention, we also got Abby. We also got an Abby Easter egg in the show as well, which I can't wait to show you guys as well, because apparently Abby was spotted. Or at least they teased us with a season 2, and also Abby was in the show. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this here for a second. She made it into the show. Because there's this, like, one shot that I can show you guys, if I can find it. She made it into the show, and it was right underneath our noses the whole time. Let's go nuke him. Now, if you guys can pay close attention here, I'm actually going to bring this up on my screen. You guys pay close attention to where Joel is right here. As he goes through, take a look at who's over here and take a look at the movement. Abby's running. Hold up. Pause. They gave us Abby without even knowing. Because I have a feeling that as soon as Joel started popping off in the hospital, look at the way she's moving. Look at the way the person's moving. And look at the movement. Blue jacket, brown backpack. My bad, probably green, probably like light green backpack. And now, as you look at it, you see a braid flying in the wind. I'm trying to catch it. You can see a braid flying in the wind, and you can look at the movement. This has to be Abby right here. This shadow has to be Abby. Because notice how Joel is just looking this way and doesn't even bother to shoot. Just keeps on going. Like, notice how the braid comes out and flies at the back. We don't know any other person that has the braid other than Abby, bro. Like, if you really look at it, I'm gonna show you guys a picture. Hold on. If I can find, hold on, let's see. Does not have a braid. Notice how she doesn't have, notice how there's a braid flying in the wind. I'm gonna show you guys. Like, if you look at it closely, there's a braid right there. Brown backpack. Same hat. Yep, she has a braid. If you look really closely and look where the braid is and you go back to it, you can obviously tell it's her. Like, look. A braid. She's wearing a hat. What pants? Camo boots. Yep, that's her. And if you notice, the braid is flying in the wind as well. And the positioning is on her backpack too.
Did you guys catch it? Right here, the character that's running away with the backpack before Joel tries to take aim at this person is Abby from The Last of Us 2. You can tell by the signature bounce of the ponytail of her hair, as you can see in this screenshot. Now, I won't spoil anyone who has not played the game and don't want any spoilers.
They 100% teased her. They 100% let Abby go on purpose during that whole entire thing too. So yeah, they 100% teased her for no. They 100% did that tease on purpose. Alright, let's see. Alright, anyways, back to it. Oh yeah, the tier list, hold on. Now, where were you with the tier list? Okay, yeah, we're right here. Now, would I say that episode 9 had a whole lot of Easter eggs in it? Yes. Also, fun fact, Laura Bailey was in the episode as well. Laura Bailey was playing the doctor to the right. So, I'm putting episode 9 up here. This sounds like a really good list. Now, a lot of people are gonna hate me for saying this, but like, yes, I am it. I am a huge fan of action. I love the fucking fighting. I like all the fighting and stuff that happened. It was pretty good. Now, this is my opinion, chat. So before anybody tries to cancel, this is my opinion. So yeah, that was my opinion. Let me know what you guys rate the list. Still confused on how the fuck I got the thing. It randomly just popped it for me. Yeah, that's where I put everything. But yeah, that's my tier list. That is my tier list. So like, I guess yeah, that's my tier list right there. Now, seeing as that I want to play whole game Permanent tomorrow, let me know what you guys think about my tier list. And other than that, I'm sorry this stream is gonna be really short. So other than that, I'll see you guys later. Stay safe. Love you guys.